Mountains. Mountains are some of nature's largest and most striking formations. They affect the climate, change rainfall patterns, and provide homes for countless living creatures. But have you ever wondered, are mountains really fixed structures that never change? According to science, the answer is no. Mountains are not as stable as we might think. They form, rise, wear down, and change over time due to movements in the Earth's crust. In other words, mountains are dynamic and ever-changing systems. Now, let's explore 10 fascinating scientific facts about mountains that most people don't know. 1. Mountains form from colliding plates. The Earth is made up of large tectonic plates that move slowly beneath the crust. Sometimes they move apart, sometimes slide past each other, and sometimes collide directly. When two plates collide, the crust is compressed, folded, and pushed upward. The Himalayas are a famous example of this process, formed by the collision of the Indian plate with the Eurasian plate. 2. Mountains both rise and wear down. Some mountains rise only a few millimeters each year. This may seem tiny, but over millions of years, it adds up to enormous heights. At the same time, wind, rain, snow, ice, and rivers slowly wear down the mountains. This process is called erosion. So mountains continue to rise while also gradually being worn away. 3. Most of the Earth's longest mountain chain is submerged underwater. The longest mountain range in the world is not on land. It lies beneath the oceans and stretches for thousands of kilometers. These underwater ranges are called mid-ocean ridges. One well-known example is the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. It runs along the Atlantic Ocean and is still growing today. 4. Mountains can change the climate. Moist air that meets a mountain is forced upward. As it rises, it cools and drops rain or snow. This means one side of the mountain can be green and forested, while the other side is dry and barren. This effect changes local weather conditions and vegetation patterns. 5. Mountains are sources of fresh water. A large portion of the world's fresh water is stored in glaciers and snow on mountains. As the ice and snow melt, they feed rivers. Many major rivers start in mountains, providing water for farming, drinking, and energy production. That's why mountains are vital water sources for billions of people and countless animals. 6. Young mountains have sharper, more jagged peaks. Geologically young mountains usually have sharp, high peaks. Since they formed recently, wind, rain, and ice haven't worn them down much. Over time, these natural forces smooth the peaks, making the mountains lower and more rounded. That's why we can say that older mountains look more rounded, while young mountains are steep and majestic. 7. Mountains increase biodiversity. As mountains rise, temperature and climate change. These changes create different habitats in a short distance. This allows many different plants and animals to live on the same mountain, from base to peak. Therefore, we can say that mountains are key to a region's biodiversity. 8. Mountains are natural barriers. Mountains' high and steep landscapes make travel difficult and create natural borders. People must alter roads or build tunnels and bridges. Animals adjust their migration paths accordingly. Throughout history, mountains have shaped nature and served as important cultural and political boundaries. 9. Mountains clean the air. High mountain forests absorb carbon dioxide and produce oxygen. This helps clean the air and makes it easier for living beings to breathe. They also trap some pollutants, improving air quality in the surrounding regions. Mountains are therefore vital for clean air and ecological balance. 10. Mountains indicate earthquakes and volcanic activity. Mountains often form near active tectonic boundaries. The Earth's crust in these regions is constantly moving. As a result, earthquakes and volcanic activity are frequently observed near mountains. Mountains act as natural indicators of these movements in the Earth's crust. As you can see, mountains are far more than simple rock piles. They play a crucial role in shaping our planet, regulating climate, and sustaining life. Which scientific facts surprised you the most? Has your view of mountains changed, or are they still just part of the scenery? Share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to our channel for new videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.